Hi, this is Samantha. So we are starting another session for grade 8 local syllabus ICT subject. Okay, Cindy and Ronalia is ready for the classes. Right, we'll start the class. I think, give me a second, I'll share my desktop. All right. All right. So as you can remember, we have started the last class. We have finished the last class until this point, right? So slowness of the computer, right? So now we are aware that. So what is meaning by slowness of the computer? That means our computer can't use as normal way. So for example, applications are, it takes time to applications to open. It takes much time, right? Sometime uh, 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 so those are the, give me a second.
What is the page number?
Page number 30.
Right, page number
Okay.
30, right? So these applications might be get slow due to the machine slowness. Even the machines can be stuck, right? Machine gets stuck. That means nothing you
Excuse
can't.
me, sir.
Yes, tell me.
Until step
Sorry.
we did until step 2.
Yeah, I just want to just want to recap, start the class. Yeah. So machine gets stuck. That is the another example for the slowness of the computer. So normally this slowness happen due to various reasons. Sometimes because due to virus infection, right? Due to virus infection, this might happen. Sometimes due to hardware malfunction. Hardware malfunction means not actually malfunction. Hardware not hardware specification or hardware capability is slow capability. That means, for example, you have only 2 GB RAM. 2 GB RAM is not sufficient to work with nowadays applications. So you should have at least 4 GB. Better to have 8 GB at the moment. I mean, if you are using Windows 10, right? If you are using Windows 10 applications, definitely you have to use this one, right? 8 GB RAM. So even your hard disk space is very slow. Sorry, hard disk space is very limited. Hard disk space. If you don't have enough space, right? If you don't have enough space in C drive or C drive where the operating system reside, so that might also affect to get the slowness of the machine, right? That's what these are the practical things what I am saying, right? Normally you should have enough hard disk space, especially in the logical C drive where the operating system files are reside on that particular file for the partition. So you should have more than at least 20 GB, at least 15 GB space. Another one I have to tell you, if you should have a virtual memory, virtual cache memory. Sometimes your machine will get slow due to the virtual memory is slow. Virtual memory, right? If the virtual memory is low, right, that also affect to the slowness of the computer. Actually, these are the very practical things what I am talking about, right? So actually these things, sometimes the books, these your books are not saying these points, right? But these are the actual IT issues when you are using the computers, because we are well thorough on these things, because This is our normal day-to-day activities when we were in working environment, right? Okay. So I think I remember I asked you to clear the cache memory. I think you remember, right? Cache memory. I think people are scared to remove the cache memory, but nothing to worry. You can remove the cache memory because cache memory are dump files or garbage files where whatever you do, it creates some dump file. For example, it's like, when you do a production, when you do some when you do, assuming that we are, let's imagine that we are producing the product something, for example soap. So when you making the soap, there are wastage soap pieces, right? It's no use, right? Something like that, garbage. Okay, so due to the slowness of the computer, right? What they say, the computer may slow down due to several starting up. I said that startup applications. Ronalia, what do you mean by the startup programs?
It means restart the computer.
No. I am asking startup programs. So last week I
That
have
means
shown you. Yeah.
uh, close the application you are using right now and relogging again.
No, Ronalia. Cindy,
Uh,
can you try on that?
Nothing.
Sorry.
If you install a program on Windows 10,
Okay.
it may not perform on your PC.
No. I think you forgot. Can't you remember? I said that I will show you. Right? Startup programs. When the machine is starting, this I said that this application also startup. Can't you remember? Right? These are startup apps. Right? I said that if it is off, that means when you boot up, when you start up your computer, I said that these startup application all are starting at the time of when you are booting up. So if you have more startup application, that means your computer takes more resources such as more memory. මේවා හොඳට තේරුම් ගන්න. මම දන්නේ why you are, right, why you are not forgetting, you are forgetting these things. Why you are forgetting these things? RAM, CPU utilization, hard disk space, right? So the RAM means memory, right? So every program, every application, right, utilize some resources, computer resources, right? What do you mean by the computer resources? Basically random access memory, CPU time or CPU speed of the CPU, right? The processing speed and the hard disk space. So those are the things we say as a resources in your computer. So every application, for example, AnyDesk application, I think Cindy remember that. So I have login to
Yes,
your,
sir.
yeah, I have login to your computer. I have enable. I have track the. I have upgrade the Windows version, right? So so when you open this application any days, it takes some hard disk spaces and all. So that means, so when the machine is turn on, when the machine is start up, when the machine is switch on, when the machine is boot up, these all application, right? These all applications are executing. I mean exe dot executing with the machine boot up, right? At the same time. So I am saying that if you have a more apps to, right? If you have more apps to start at the same time, when your machine is turn on or when your machine is switch on, that will affect the slowness of the startup process. That means it takes more time to start up or boot up the process because you have many startup application in your program. So if you untick this, that means off. That means at the time of booting up, at the time of computer start on, you are not considering the starting up the application. I mean, AnyDesk application at the moment, for example, right? So when you after logging in, if you need only, you can just open the AnyDesk, then only it start up, right? So that's the idea about these startup applications, right? That mega last week also I have done this, right? That means this is the second time I'm telling you. Okay. Remove unnecessary files from the hard disk. Use disk cleanup tool to operating system to, yes. So this is also another good point, right? Unnecessary files from the hard disk. So how do you know unnecessary files, right? So how do you know unnecessary files? You just type disk cleanup. Select the drive you want to clean up. If you are, I think some if you are, fear with to do this, don't do. But I am saying that nothing happened. So if you are if you are okay, you can do with me, because this is what I am saying is what I am demonstrate. Even you do with me, your computer doesn't affect anything, right? Your computer won't get any problems, right? These are, this cleanup means every computer you should do periodically. That means, every month at least. I am not sure. I don't think you didn't. You never. You didn't do these things. I know, right? Sometimes you never did, right? So now I am going to this clean up in my computer to as a demonstration for you. I just type this cleanup. There's option called this cleanup. I click on that. They are asking what is the drive you want to clean. I say, so there's
Sir, there is okay. Select the drive you want to clean up.
yes. Now I select the C drive in my computer. You can also select the C drive in your computer. Click
Okay.
OK, right? Then this window comes, right? So
Okay.
you can see what they are saying. You can use this cleanup free up to 14 GB. See what they say. So for my, in right, based on my computer statistic, they are saying that if you do the disk cleanup, you will get free 12.4 GB. That means a huge space I can get. I can, free. I can make it free, because my lot of garbage, lot of unwanted files in the hard disk drive reside in these files. See, there's option. We can select what to delete, what not to delete. When you click it, right? When you click it, right? When you click it, that means when you select it, that means you are going to delete. When you untick it, that means you don't want to delete. Now see, there's option called download 12.4 GB. No, I don't want to delete because I have some important files in this download folder. Because of that, I untick that, because I need to keep my download files, right? But I don't need this temporary internet file. I will tick it, right? I will tick temporary files. I need some thumbnails. I just keep. I don't need recycle bin.
What is thumbnails?
Thumbnails are, the like I will show you thumbnails. Normally thumbnail is a graphic file where I will show you in my thumbnail, because I am doing I am maintaining my YouTube channel. So because of that, I need some thumbnail. So this is one of the thumbnail, right? I am using.
Okay.
These are thumbnails, right? Something like that, right? Okay, then I will say, assuming that I have selected temporary internet files and recycle bin and temporary file, then what I want to do, what they say, we just read up this what they say. So they are saying that description, clean up files created by the graphic system which can speed up application load time and improve responsiveness. They will be regenerated as needed, right? Total amount of disk space you can gain. At the moment, I can make space 7.59 in this case, which is very less space. Anyway, I will do the cleanup. I just see clean up system files. So this is some dangerous thing, right? Because you are going to clean the system files, normally, which is not recommended, right? So if you are thoroughly know about these things, you do it. If not, don't touch this. But you can do these things because these are not system file, remember, right? So remember the gravity of what I'm saying. So these are not system files, but here this is the system file. When I click it, it start. I just want to I just cancel that. So I click this cleanup. Okay, now I am going to clean these things, right? Here there's another view files. So sometime I say there's nothing, download a program file, so no need. Then I just click OK. Are you sure you want to permanently delete these files? Remember, if you get this message, right? Remember, permanently delete. Don't do this until you are 100% sure what you are deleting. So here in my case, I am deleting temporary files. That is 100% sure I don't need it, right? And I am deleting, what are the other things I am going to delete? These temporary internet files, which is 100% sure I don't need this. So I am sure about that, right? So because of that, I can go ahead and do the permanently deleted because I am sure about what I am doing, right? I click OK. Then are you sure you want to permanently delete these files? Delete files. Okay, now this cleanup is going. See, it's just. So that's the demonstration of the disk cleanup. Got it? Right. Sometime there are some particular software, particular third-party software. Particular third-party software where I can delete. I can delete, right? These are system file. These are the Windows. Earlier I shown that to you about operating system feature, but there are some particular third-party software where you can do the same task, right, from that particular software. And I think I show this repair option, right? you remember that when you go to some particular files, right? Control panel, go to program and applications. This is uninstall. This is uninstall. This is change. See, this is uninstall and repair. What I am going to do?
Go to control panel and
Yeah, go to control panel.
yeah.
Right. Click on that. Then click on this program and features.
Okay.
So under that, so I am selecting, assuming that this particular application, see there's a repair option. When I click that, it says, do you want to allow this app from the unknown publisher to make? I say yes. What they are saying, please wait while Windows configures SolarWinds TFTP server. Right. See, repairing means actually it's going to change something, right? Change, and in other words, repair. Right, repairing. So when what will happen when you do repairing, right? If some application, right, if some application or software missing some files, it will fulfill by repairing, fulfilling. And repairing means, computer repair, same thing. You have some issues and you are sorting out these issues, same thing. So if you have some issues in the application, right, if you have some issue in the application, whatever the application you are using, when you are repairing means, so you are going to find out what are the issues and you are going to sort it out at the same time. That's the idea about the repair in the applications. So this is very handy tool. This is comes Windows in default, right? You can use that as well, right? Right. This is a good point. If the repair does not work, that means after repairing also, assuming that you are getting the same error, that means that idea is, by repairing you can't resolve that problem. That means,
Excuse me, sir. I didn't
yes,
hear you clearly. Can you say that again?
okay, what I am saying is, by repairing, what you are going to do, you are finding issues in the particular application, right? In the particular applications, right? And you are trying to resolve that. You are trying to give a solution on that. That's the idea about the repairing. Actually, this is called kind of a self-healing. Oh, we can say this is kind of a this is kind of a convergence. But you can learn convergence, right? So self-healing, self-convergence means by yourself, or the application itself can repair the issues on that particular application, and make it work functionally, make it work smoothly. That's the idea about the repair. I am saying that, right? If the repair is not resolve your problem in that particular app, not resolving, by repairing, assuming that some particular application has the issue, you have done repair option, but no luck, same error comes. At that time, what you can do, what recommendation is, install. reinstall. Reinstalling means what you have already installed, you have to first remove it. Then you have to reinstall the same application from the setup file, right? From that particular setup file, you have to run it again. Remember that there is a good point here. Before reinstalling, what you have to do, you have to remove the existing application. After removing the existing application, what you have to do, you have to restart your computer. So after restarting, only all the existing application files are deleted. After restarting that, when the machine turn on again, then you can reinstall the same application from its setup file. So this is the recommended way to do the reinstalling the things. So what they are saying, reinstalling the operating system. No, remember, reinstalling the operating system is a big thing, right? Assuming that you have office application issue, right? So in order to get rid of office application issue, or in order to resolve this office application issue, you don't want to remove the operating system and reinstall it. First of all, you have to remove the office package. First of all, or before that, what you can do, you can just try with the repair option, right? If the repair option doesn't work, you can remove the office application again. Or you can remove the office application. You can restart the computer. You can reinstall office application, and let's see, 95% percentage, 95%, this will work. Reinstalling the application. Even this won't happen, then only you have to reinstall the operating system. But before you do this, you have to take the every computer backup, your data files, photos, documents, everything. Because by reinstalling the operating system means you are erasing your full hard disk and you are putting the new operating system. It's like your your computer comes as a newly computer machine. So because of that, you have to take all the necessary backups, for example, emails, photos, yeah, documents, files, whatever the important documents, whatever the important application setup files, everything you have to back it up to your external hard disk or whatever the media, right? Before you reinstall in the operating system, right? So this is the worst case you have to do. Worst. 100% sure after you done this will work, because you are deleting all the stuff and you are come up as a new computer, right? But before that, there are a lot of things you have to do. You can try. So removing the operating system and reinstalling the operating system, it's cumbersome work. Normally 4-5 hours, right? You minimum 4-5 hours. And again, you have to you have to restore the backups what you have taken already. So it takes another 2-3 hours. Right? This is very cumbersome work, operating system reinstalling, right? So because of that, you first of all you try with repair option, then you try with the reinstall the particular application, and then only if all are not working, worst case you can go to the operating system reinstalling as a new fresh machine. Yeah. Okay, any question? Up to now, any question?
No, sir.
Clear.
Very good. Okay, I will show you how to uninstall the operating system as a demonstration. You go to control panel. Right? Normally there are two options. Sometimes this comes. Small icon, large icons. These are category. I select large icons. Right? And go to programs and features. Let me see what I can remove the application. What application I can remove at the moment for testing purposes. Give me a second. Okay, I am removing this hyperterminal private edition. No, I need that. Wait. Okay, I will remove this WinRAR. I don't need just right. You right click on that, uninstall. Do you want to allow this app to make changes to your device? Uninstall or change? See, there's option. Uninstall or change. Right? I click. Okay. Now uninstall WinRAR. Continue with uninstall WinRAR. I say yes. Because of my computer is very fast, even you can't see that. It's done already. Got it? Got it? It's done. Right? My installation is done. Right. I think you know my this new channel, Hardnet IT Teaching Institute. Are you aware of this YouTube channel? Guys?
I don't know about this.
No, you should know because your all videos are coming here. I will show you. Because I think today I started uploading all the files what I even grade 7 grade 8 I couldn't do, right? Okay, this is my channel, right? Right. So Hardnet IT Online Teaching Institute, right? So this is my channel. So these are GC O level. I think recently I have done the seminar for the students, right? And you are whatever you have see, I have uploaded one of the video also. So this is a very good option to you, right? Whatever the videos I am doing, whatever the recording in your class, I am uploading to here. So you can refer this YouTube channel and you please share this YouTube channel with your colleagues and friends. I will WhatsApp this channel to you, right? Uh, right? You can share in your school groups and all, right? Then
I
everybody
share
aware.
a friend of one of them.
Okay, thanks. You can put it to a groups, then everybody can access this. Right. All right. Okay, now there's another error. What they are saying, the blank desktop. What do you think? Did you come across this issue earlier? You will get a blank desktop. That means you will get a only cursor. You will only see the cursor, not the desktop. You can't see your desktop icons. Any idea? Do you have a tablet mode here? They are saying that tablet mode and MEC mode. So what is my mode now?
My mode is PC.
Okay. What about Ronalia? I mean, Ronalia Sindhi.
I have the tablet not mode. I have the PC mode.
Right. So this is something else, right? I have another tablet. So where I am doing, the drawings and all, right? Got it. So here use tablet mode, right? This is something else. Pen tablet means, I think what I am writing, see here. So I am drawing, no, something. Can you see? Can you see?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this is my tablet. I am using the pen tablet, right? This is something else, right? I am talking about. There are most of the laptops. Sometimes we have this one, right? See, you can see tablet mode here, right? Tablet mode. Now I am having which mode now?
Tablet mode?
Oh,
No,
if it
PC
is a,
mode.
yeah, if it is a tablet mode, this will blue color. Okay, that will blue color. I can't both. I can. I think I'll do like this. I keep like this. Right. See, now what?
Tablet mode.
Yes, now see, you can see the change. Got it. Now I am using the tablet. My PC become a tablet now. Got it? Very interesting,
Yes, sir.
right? Right. Now very interesting. Now my laptop is become a tablet straight away. Right. See, my laptop is now tablet. But I want to make it PC. What I can do, go to this,
Click the
this,
tablet mode.
yeah, click on this icon, untick that. Now I am getting PC mode. If you want to make it again tablet mode, tick that. Right. And untick if you don't need tablet mode. Right. Normally this feature very handy if you are a laptop. Some laptops are having, you can take off your display to your hand.
My hand?
Yes. I mean, that is called 2-in-1. 2-in-1 laptop. The display straight away you can remove it from the keyboard and other battery thing, keyboard thing, right? But that laptop is all the necessary equipments are in the back of the display. That's why you can remove it. You can use as a tablet, hand tablet. Then at that time you have to put the tablet mode and you can use as a tablet. But if you want to make it PC mode, you can fix this again, fix it, then use the keyboard and as a laptop. Got it? Understand? Right. Yeah, if you want to get the desktop icons, you can show desktop icons. Right? But I don't want to see the desktop icon because I need my logo to visible more. Because of that, I will untick that view, untick the show desktop icons. Right. Okay, now we will come to the summary of this chapter, right? Today we are going to finish this chapter, and next day we are going to finish the workbook even, right? See, at the moment we see today, I think March, now we already finished 42 papers, 42 pages. I think before August, I might cover your whole syllabus. So then we have September, October, November and December. You have a 4-month. We can do the revision and papers, blah, 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 anything. Right? See.
My place is thundering. Mine
No,
too. Andy?
yeah, we are also thundering, but nothing happened. Only 10 minutes. Stay. Okay, summary. Operating system can be used to change the configuration and setting of the computer. Right? What they say, operating system can be used to change the configuration and setting of the computer. Definitely. So by operating system, you can change all the configurations and settings. Right. It is important to set the date and time of the computer, since the date time is used by the operating system, saving files, searching files. Yes, this date and time, even this is very small thing to do, right? Small thing to do. You must do this because daytime time have hundreds per percent dependency of the other all the work dependency. Even you can't browse the internet if your daytime time is wrong. Browse the internet, right? You can't browse the you can't surf the internet. You can't applicate, you can run some application, you can't run some applications, right? Because the date, so most of the things, right, they need required date and time, right? Remember that. Even the search in files, search in reminders, so by in terms of business perspective, 100%. Because see, I am using Microsoft Teams, right? So this is my paid license version, because to my company I have paid. This is not a free version, right? So this is paid version, because I purchased this Microsoft Teams to my company, right? So my whole thing, my all the business partners, meetings, development, lot of corporate calls are going with this Microsoft Teams. So this classes is only the one function what I am doing from the Microsoft Teams. So our main video conferencing
Sir,
go.
can I stop?
Okay, what you can do, you can stop. I will because I will record this another 5 minutes and I will upload it. Okay. If you are not okay with the environment, you can off.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Right. So what I am saying is, it is important to set date and time in a computer, since the date and time is used by the operating system in saving files, searching files, sending reminders, and business correspondence, right? So this is very important, as I said, right? As I said earlier, right? These things very important. Countries in the world are divided into time zone. Yes, we have a time zone, right? Time zone is very specific. We know we have 5.3 plus GMT. So this is normally our time zone goes Sri Javardhanapur, right?
Excuse me, sir, what is GMT stands for?
General GM, general time, right? GMT plus, wait, GMT time zone we have. So our time zone is 5.3 half hours. Right? So it's a Greenwich Mean Time, right? So this is Monday, March 22, right? So here our GMT normally it comes as a 5 point. I think I can save it here. We can see this. Check date and time. Right. See, our time zone is this 5.3, right? So 5.3, wait, I will say what is this UTC. That also we will find it. UTC time. It's coordinated universal time, right? There are some specific abbreviations, right? UTC, right? That is called coordinated universal time, right? That means, you know, the globally they are making the coordinated universal time, but it's from this hour. There are some hours, right? We have, I think, 5.3, as you can see here. Yes. So time zone, right? So coordinated universal time plus you have this one, Greenwich Mean Time, GMT. Time zone abbreviations, Greenwich Mean Time. So that say it has no offset, coordinated universal time. The time zone is used during the standard time, Europe, Africa, North America. So this is around the world, but different with hours, right? Actually, it's in Sri Lanka and India also normally same time. But we are, the zone is different. In India, it goes New Delhi. In our one is Sri Javardhanapura. But same time. But for European countries, there are some different time zone. Right. Currency and their symbols should be adjusted suit by current standards. Right. We have discussed these things. Right. This important thing is remember these things sometime they will ask for your exam. File attributes. Remember this file attribute. Right. They will test these one. So you should know these are the attribute. One, place where it is you, date, you are modify, type of the file, size of the file, modify date, created date, right? Some of the things you have to remember. They will ask file attribute. File attributes means main thing, type of the file, whether what type of the file, whether it's a doc file, whether it's a PowerPoint file, PPT file, Excel file, whatever. Type of the file, extension, right? Then size of the file, modify date, created date, access date, last access date. So those are the attribute, right? You should know. And other one is where the location, where you save, place where you save, right? So I think we have discussed all the ports. You remember that now when you are doing this this workbook, I will again recap these things. What are the output port, output display port? Pranali, are you there? Oh, gone. Who is there? Everybody gone. Okay. Right. So then hardware related simple problems, software related simple problems. So we have discussed these things. You know, you remember that we have display port, we have HDMI port, right? Display port, HDMI port, whatever. We have VGA port, right? So these are the ports we have. Right? So they are saying that problems in your computer. Yes. I said that there are many problems. Right? One problem is we have hardware issues. Other one is we have a software issues. Hardware issues are basically malfunction of the hardware devices. For example, your hard disk is not working, your keyboard is not working, your display is not working, your memory dump is there. Lot of issues comes. Your battery drain, your power, your this charger is not working. All are comes under hardware issues. Software issues mean your application is not working. You can't open the Word file. You can't open the Excel file. Your machine gets slow. Even you can't see the option in your computer. Your machine is very slow. Your machine is again and again restarting. Your machine gets some virus infections, malware, spyware, whatever the virus infections, right? So those are the software issues, right? So even the hardware plus software issues, give some troubles to your main computer. That means with you have to get rid of hardware issues as well as get rid of software issues to make it properly, make it work with computer properly. Right? Right. I think we have discussed all the troubleshooting and the more than the book say, and I got a lot of illustrations, right, in the modern issues, right. So I don't know you have remember that, but fortunately we have discussed a lot of things, right. Rather than we stick on to these books and all, right, right. So what the book say, the keyboard mouse related problems, problem with monitors, speakers, failure to connect network, right? This actually this failure to connect network is a huge, some huge issue, because we don't know which part of the network the issue. Sometimes your computer doesn't have any related to this issue. The issue might be the ISP, Internet Service Provider. For example, in Sri Lanka, assuming that Dialog Go SLT. So most of the issues from them. So at that time we can't manage because it's not under our control. But anyway, if the ISP is not working properly, even that will affect to us, because we can't browse the internet, because we are totally depend on the ISP, the connections, because we don't have our own connections, right. Next one, the software problems, problem with operating system and the applications, specific application software, as I said, right. Those are the issues in the software, right. Next one, I say that computer viruses. I think in grade 7 also we have discussed more. We have discussed these issues. The malicious software or the malicious code. The virus, virus is a computer program, but it also makes trouble to your computer, right? Every time the computer might get slow, computer will restart again and again. Sometimes computer won't function properly. Sometimes most of the files are deleted, corrupted. Lot of things happen after infecting the viruses, right? So we have to get rid of these viruses. How we can get rid of these viruses? We have to use antivirus guard. We have to use firewall. We have to update the firewall rules. We have to update the virus definition files. And regularly we have to scan our computer and find the viruses, and we have deleted it, right? So we have to update the virus, this what security patches, which is given by the Microsoft, right? Even for example, Microsoft environment, right? So there are a lot of contingency plans we can do, to get rid of viruses from our computers. Even the best practices also depend, because don't plug unknown pen drives. don't use unknown DVD, and we don't know, sometimes those are the virus carriers, right? They are mostly USB pen drives. So before you use the pen drive, you have to scan and use it. Don't open it, right? First you have to scan the USB pen drive, then only you can open it. So you can use the encryption method. For example, BitLocker encryption. You can enable the BitLocker feature in your pen drives. Then so those kind of things you can do it, right, to get rid of viruses, right? So yeah, even when you talk about virus, don't access the unwanted website. Don't only access the recommended website, right? Don't open unknown emails. There are phishing emails. There are Trojan horses, salami slicers. We have adware, spyware, malware. They sometime some legitimate some emails comes like a banking. For example, if you have HSB account, they are saying the virus comes as HSB account. They treat it, they want to imitate as I am a genuine person. Actually he's not a genuine, he's a hacker, but he pretend to show he's a genuine. So we should care these things, right? If these ideas, if these knowledge, if you don't have, so you are a victim of the viruses, right? That's what we teach, everything, right? Every single thing you have to learn these things, right? Very important when you're browsing the internet. Okay, right. So last is not the least, right? So I think we have finished our chapter 2. Actually this second chapter is a very big chapter. You can see it's more than, I think we have finished now how many pages. So book store altogether, your whole book is 100 pages. I think we have finished how many pages? 42 pages, right? Okay. Okay, I will wind up the class from this point. So I think because of thundering, some student has left the call. Don't worry, I will share this video to my YouTube channel. You can see last 10 minutes what I taught. Okay, have a good day. Bye bye. Take care.